So you have been thinking about moving to Gilbert, Arizona. And why wouldn't you? What a great place to live and call home for so many reasons. But you want to know what it's really like, and especially right now, because the world keeps changing. So let me tell you, this video, we are going to take a full tour vlog all around the entire town of Gilbert. That's right, town, not city. And we're going to also point out different parts about living in the Phoenix area, what makes it different than anywhere else in the country. So don't go anywhere, because you're not going to want to miss this. Not to mention, we have a ton of fun with my little sidekick that might pop in every once in a while. Where'd you go, Levi? Woohoo! There he is. We got you covered. Hey guys, this is Sheryl Willis over at the Real Agent Now group right here in Phoenix, Arizona. And if this is the first time to our channel, you're going to want to tap that little subscribe button and click that little bell so that you are notified each and every time we release a new video. Look, we are getting dozens of calls every single day about Gilbert, Arizona, and we love it. We cannot wait to talk with you. All you need to do is pick up that phone, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. Days, nights, or weekends, we got your back when moving to Phoenix, Arizona. All right, let's get at this right now. Oh, I'm so excited. We're gonna get in the truck, we're gonna go for a ride, and we're gonna actually tour around Gilbert. Let me show you what it's like to really live, work, and play for real in the town of Gilbert. Let's go. Okay, let's start in the furthest northwest part of Gilbert. We are at a community called the Islands, and the Islands was built in the early to mid 90s. So what does that mean? It means older style homes, meaning the more traditional lower roofs, formal living room, dining room, separate family room, kind of thing. So if you are looking for something uber modern, you're gonna have to look for one that has been updated or remodeled. That's kind of a trick here, I'll be honest with you. There are some that have been very nicely renovated, and they go like this. Even in a slower market. The community amenities is why people love to live here, but it's also for the location. This is very central in the Southeast Valley. You still have great freeway access, entertainment, parks, all kinds of, I'm gonna say you're 10 minutes from downtown Chandler and you're 10 minutes from downtown Gilbert. So you kind of get the best of both worlds. You're gonna also be relatively close to the airport because of, again, the proximity to both freeways, Interstate 60 and 101. I love this community too. It is full of parks. There's all kinds of common area amenities like tennis courts, basketball courts. There's even a softball and a soccer field. There's all kinds of picnic areas. And again, there's just so many things. Lots of families here. Here's the other thing, the water, the lake community, the lake part of it. The homes that are on the water have boat freedom, if you would. But there's no swimming and there's no skiing in this lake. So what you see is a lot of pontoons, and everybody loves to get together. They have big community events. At Christmas time, they do lighted floats, and New Year's as well. They have some really cool things that go on here at the Islands. There's another neighboring water community also in Gilbert called Val Vista Lakes. Very comparable. This one, in my opinion, the Islands is a better location. All right, let's see what else Gilbert has to offer. So for all you do-it-yourselfers, there are so many Lowe's and Home Depot. Literally, no matter where you live, you probably have both to choose from and two different locations. You're probably kind of like right in the middle. They're all over the place, which is kind of nice. I also like the friendliness, customer service of Ace Hardware. There's quite a few around here as well. And of course, good old Amazon, you can have things delivered straight to your home. But I have to tell you, you won't want for any of that if you live in the Gilbert area. Lots of amenities in every direction. For pharmacies, the most popular is going to be Walgreens and CVS, and I'm not kidding, those are on the corners everywhere. But a lot of the grocery stores also have pharmacies, like for instance Fry's, which is Fred Meyer's, if you're familiar with that company. There are Fry's all over the place. We also have Safeway. So again, you can, Walmart, there's grocery and pharmacy within miles of just about anywhere you pick in the town of Gilbert. So we have a lot of people moving here, obviously, for the amazing weather. This film has been, we're in December right now. It's 66 degrees and it's tank top weather. I was actually getting hot with my long sleeve on. And so we have a lot of golfers that love golfing here almost year round. Gilbert has quite a few amazing golf course communities. We're gonna take a quick swing by a community I know well, El Dorado Ranch Lakes, that is home to the Cocopelli Golf Course. Let's check it out. So if you've never had a pool, no worries. There are pool companies all over the place, and there are pool services all over the place. Right now, a pool service, because of a chlorine shortage from years ago when it burned down the only chlorine manufacturing plant, they're in the process of still rebuilding it. But that and everything else that's gone up, it's going to be about $125 a month-ish, give or take. If you have a super small pool that's new and there's not a lot of vegetation that affects the cleaning of the pool, it might be on the lower side. If it is an older pool, if the pool pump and the pool sweeper don't do very much don't do very much cleanup on its own, if you have trees, palm trees that you don't trim regularly, and therefore there's fronds and everything that go in the pool, you're going to be looking at in upwards of $150 a month. So if you'd like to do it on your own, there's quite a few companies, again, that you can take your water in to have tested. My favorite is Leslie's Pools. They don't charge you anything. You can bring in a little bottle of water once a month to make sure that your chemistry skills are right on target. If you didn't know this, Gilbert was a huge horse community and still is, just obviously it's built up now. It used to be the hay capital of the world. So you still have those country roots. They have a rodeo every October, I think. Yeah, October. They actually just had it. It was November. And big rodeo day, Gilbert days, etc. So there's a lot of country roots here. I hope you like country music, because that is the #1 type of music listened to out here, especially with the youngins. So I'm kind of driving through that industrial part of Gilbert. It's not so pretty. Like I said, I see a lot of power lines. We also just drove by a ginormous pick and save, one of those like auto wreck yards kind of thing. I am kind of now in that no man's land, if you would. Cooper Road, running north and south, is not a very favored road. I can see why. There are some houses as we get a little bit further south, but again, north part up by Guadalupe and Interstate 60. It is very industrial up there, and that's where the train tracks are. Oh, and wouldn't you know, Elliott and Cooper is closed, like closed. So I'm gonna have to make a U-turn. Okay then. I can't wait to show you this neighborhood. This is what Gilbert was all about before the year 2000. So if you are thinking of land, if you are thinking of space, no HOA, kind of do whatever you feel like doing, this is going to be the part of Gilbert that you're going to resonate with most. These parcels start at half acres. They go all the way up to 2 acres. These are ranchettes or ranch style homes where they are now very unique and very unique for Arizona as a whole. Every single home is completely different. They were all custom built anywhere from the 50s all the way up until the 80s. And you can kind of do what you want, obviously, working with architect and the town of Gilbert to build your dream home. Holy cow, did you see that? So I got to stop and talk to the owner. He was telling me that the garage can fit a semi truck and an RV at the same time, and that they are still working on the main part of the house. There's a back end of the house already, but they're gonna take out the side of the house. Anyways, this is some of the dreams that can come true in Gilbert. It's not just the new build, new communities. There is some really awesome country living, horse property, going back in time and converting these ranchettes to the most amazing dream homes. That house was spectacular. So I'm driving by all kinds of like insurance claims places, car import, repair, Joe's Auto. So here's the thing too about Gilbert. You can get everything you need in the town of Gilbert. There's no reason you ever need to leave. So nothing is really all that far. All right, so yeah, I'm driving by dance academies, all kinds of glass. Let me tell you, windshields. We just drove by a glass windshield company. First of all, from a business owner, very lucrative in Arizona, and from a resident, yeah, you're gonna want to get you're gonna be forced to get a new windshield. At least me, because I drive around so much, obviously I'm more prone to picking up a rock or 2 or 10. So I usually go through a windshield a year. I'm also learning it has everything to do with the car you're driving. So I drive a 4Runner where the windshield's up pretty good, so it's prime target for a rock. So just take into account that Gilbert is part of the desert. We have a lot of sand, dirt, rocks, little tiny ones that get picked up by trucks. So message to new residents, you're going to want to get full glass coverage on your insurance. It's usually $25 a year or something super small. Don't get a new windshield right when you get the first chip. Wait until you either get the crack across your whole windshield when it gets cold or something, or until you have enough that you just can't deal with it. All right, so banks, we have all kinds of banks everywhere. We have every single national bank you can think of. We have Starbucks and all kinds of small coffee shops. I'll tell you, Quick Trip has made a huge explosion out here. Circle K is the biggest, kind of stop and go gas station kind of stop. I'm from, like I said, California. 7-Eleven was the big deal. Circle K is the big one here. They are headquartered in Phoenix, Arizona. If you're thinking about apartments, 2 things. One, there are apartments, old and super new. Like you get both at far end of the spectrum. So there's the older type of apartments that are like 2 levels, stairs only, but I'll tell you, most of them have done renovations. There are a ton of new apartments, like super over the top, granite, stainless steel, super modern, and you'll pay for it. But as we all know, that the younger generation these days are renting longer and they want nice things. So you can have both in the town of Gilbert. There's a lot of club sports here in Arizona. We have sports complexes everywhere. If volleyball is your thing, if soccer's your thing, football, pickleball, that's another big, huge one. You can see that church off in the background there. That is one of the 2 Mormon Latter-day Saint temples that we have here. Actually, there's 3. There's one in Mesa, there's one here in Gilbert, that's the newest one, and there's one in Phoenix, which I have not yet been to. Levi's sure enjoying this, right, Peppers? Glad to show Arizona off. Those are apartment complexes right over there. We're right off the freeway at 202 in Val Vista. Great location, great proximity anyways. You can see my shadow there. All right, guys, I think I overextended myself. I can't do Gilbert in one day. It's a big town and I want to show you around. So here's two options for you. Number one, stay tuned for the Gilbert, South Gilbert vlog number 2 that will be posted soon. Or you know what? You can give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, days, nights, or weekends. We got your back when moving to Phoenix, Arizona. Until next time, be safe, be kind, and I hope to hear from you soon. Bye.